Hi, my name is Jenna Barich. The case that I will be discussing today focuses on the company Anheuser-Busch. We will be discussing if they are effectively being socially responsible or not. We'll be talking about Anheuser-Busch and their social responsibility to the following issues: underage drinking, drunk driving, and alcoholism. In particular, we will be focusing on what they are currently doing, are they being socially responsible effectively enough, and what could they change with their current programs. Anheuser-Busch is consistently ranked high by Fortune magazine in their World's Most Admired Companies initiative. Anheuser-Busch also receives top praises from the public in terms of being a socially responsible company. They even have an entire website devoted to their social responsibility initiatives called Beer Responsible. Today we're going to be talking about three major issues and the current programs that Anheuser-Busch has in place. The first issue is underage drinking. This is a very serious problem. Every year, approximately 5,000 deaths are the result of underage drinking. Anheuser-Busch has several programs in place to address this issue. These include the Family Talk About Drinking program, Operation ID, Prevent Don't Provide, and We Don't Serve Teens. The Family Talk About Drinking program is a program where Anheuser-Busch offers guides to parents to help them have conversations with their children about why they should not participate in underage drinking. The Operation ID program is a program where Anheuser-Busch helps its distributors educate them on asking people for ID and recognizing when someone is using a fake ID. The other program, Prevent Don't Provide, is a message to all adults that they should not provide underage people with alcohol. And finally, the We Don't Serve Teens is a national campaign that Anheuser-Busch contributes to. The second issue of drunk driving is another very serious issue that has grave consequences. Every year, almost 12,000 people die in the United States as a result of drunk driving accidents. The Mothers Against Drunk Driving organization states that every 45 minutes someone is killed in a drunk driving accident. There are currently legal regulations in place for consumers and distributors related to drunk driving. As consumers of alcoholic products, we have a legal responsibility not to drink excessive amounts and drive. It varies across the states, but the punishments and the laws are all in place. Every state has a law in place to address a legal limit of alcohol that can be in your blood system when you're operating a vehicle. The consequences range from fines to jail time. For the distributors and venues that are serving alcohol, they also have legal responsibilities. There have been many cases where venues are sued because one of their patrons is in a drunk driving accident. Anheuser-Busch has programs in place to address their responsibility for the drunk driving issue. There's the Wanna Go Home With Me program. This is a nationwide program. There have been national TV ads, radio ads, and a full-page USA Today ad focusing on this program. Anheuser-Busch utilizes social networking as well. They have a Facebook page that focuses on this initiative. The page encourages groups of consumers to identify a designated driver for the night, whether they're going to the bar or to a party. The Facebook page has applications to have you randomly select the person to be a designated driver, and it also rewards those who sign up as a designated driver through weekly prize giveaways. This program also works with distributors in that distributors offer incentives and prizes as well to those that sign up as a designated driver. Anheuser-Busch has a few other programs that they partner with their distributors in, including Designated Driver, Alert Cab, and Tow to Go. These programs focus on people getting a safe ride home. The third and final issue is alcoholism. Alcoholism is an issue that affects our nation. While a small percentage of the population has a problem with alcohol, there is a population that does have very serious problems with alcohol abuse. And this population, which is about 6% of the nation, affects those around it as well. For every one person who has a problem with alcohol, they affect, on average, 4 other people. Anheuser-Busch has programs in place to address responsible drinking. So they have a message of be responsible, drink responsible. Their programs in place to address this are a party guide for consumers that are having parties that teaches them when to recognize when someone is abusing alcohol and has had too much to drink, and the tips program, which addresses waitresses and bartenders at distributors and helps educate them on when a patron has had too much to drink. So we've talked briefly about the programs that Anheuser-Busch currently has as part of its social responsibility initiatives for these issues. The next question that we're going to address is it enough? Are they effectively being socially responsible? We know they're ranked high, and they have a strong public opinion that they are a socially responsible company. However, there are some areas that Anheuser-Busch could improve upon. For the underage drinking event, actions speak louder than words. Anheuser-Busch currently promotes events and has sponsorships that aim at a college-age crowd. They even had some recent backlash for a promotion that they were doing with their Bud Light cans. They started selling cans that had university colors on them. The theme was college colors. They received backlash from the public for two reasons. One was the universities felt this information was protected, and the other was that the public felt it was inappropriate for Anheuser-Busch to be focusing in a campaign on a crowd that is mainly underage. At a typical 4-year university, you start at the age of 18, which means you're graduating around the age of 21 or 22. This means the majority of a college-age crowd is underage. The Beer Institute's marketing code also says that beer distributors should not market to this age range. So there are legal implications as well. For the issue of drunk driving, Anheuser-Busch is going above and beyond their responsibility. From one side, they're going above and beyond their legal responsibility. Most legal guidelines are for patrons and distributors in terms of the venues that are distributing the product. Since Anheuser-Busch has a strong relationship with their the distributors and venues that sell their products, it's helping them be more socially responsible and turn bigger profits as a company. The issue of alcoholism is the area where Anheuser-Busch is doing little. They are doing little to address and support those who already have a problem with alcohol. They're supporting those that could have a potential to abuse alcohol, and they're encouraging people to drink responsibly, but they are not addressing the part of the population that already has a problem with alcohol. Based on this information, I have some recommendations for Anheuser-Busch so that they can continue to be a socially responsible company and improve their image as well. They should keep doing what they're doing with their current programs. Their current programs are successful, and they are receiving compliments and strong public opinions about these that are good. They have strong relationships with the venues and distributors that sell their product, which is good in the long run for their company. However, they need to stop promoting to a college-age crowd. This will help address the issue of underage drinking and make sure that their actions are in line with their words. So they should not be focusing on a college-age crowd at any of their events, promotions, sponsorships, etc. For drunk driving, this is the area where they're doing the best to address their social responsibility. They could potentially partner with an organization such as Mothers Against Drunk Driving in a campaign or initiative to be more in the public eye for this issue. And finally, the recommendation to address alcoholism and the issues that arise from that is that they really need a new program that addresses those that already have a problem. At a minimum, they need to include messaging on their website and in their ads that offers support for those that have a problem. They could say something like, for those that have a problem or know someone that has a problem with alcohol, please contact XYZ. So in conclusion, we've discussed Anheuser-Busch, their current programs to address underage drinking, drunk driving, and alcoholism. I've given some recommendations on how they can improve these programs so that they continue to be a socially responsible company and benefit as a result of that social responsibility.